Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Technical Drawing, and in this episode we are going to be talking about triangles. So what are triangles? A triangle is basically a plain rectilinear figure with three sides. So simply, a triangle is any shape that has three sides. Now, there are different types of triangles. We have the right angle triangle, where one of the angles is 90 degrees. So this is a right angle triangle, because one of these angles is 90 degrees. And then in a right angle triangle, specifically in this triangle here, now the side that is facing the right angle is called the hypotenuse. The side that is facing the angle in consideration is called the opposite. Then the side that is not facing the angle in consideration is called the adjacent. So that is it. The next we have the collateral triangle. The collateral triangle is a triangle that has all the sides equal, and as a result all the angles are equal. This is an equilateral triangle. All the sides and all the angles are equal. Then next we have the isosceles triangle. In this isosceles triangle, two sides are equal, then the base angles are equal. And in this scaling triangle, all the sides are unequal. So now the distance from the top of the angle to the bottom, the distance from the top apex of the triangle to the bottom, which is perpendicular to the bottom, is called the altitude of the angle of the triangle. That's how to look for the altitude. The next we have these other parts. Next we have in a triangle you can have an inscribed circle in a triangle, or you can have an inscribed circle in a triangle, or you can have a circumscribed circle in a triangle. So we'll draw those three in the next section of this video. Now, so next let's talk about how to draw an inscribed triangle. Sorry, when you have a triangle, first of all let's talk about how to draw a triangle when given two sides and an included angle. So in this triangle, for example, let's assume we are given two sides of the triangle as 8 and 9, and also given the included angle. So how do we draw the triangle? For example, when you are given a specification to draw a triangle of given two sides as 8 and given two sides as 5 and 6. Now we are given two sides as 5 and 6, and then we are given the angle between them as, let's say, 45 degrees. Now you can draw any side. Now let's draw any side. Let's draw the 6 side. So let's just draw a line 6 centimeter. So we want to use the 6 centimeter as the base. So let's call this AB, and this is 6 centimeter side. Now after that we are going to draw the angle. After we've drawn one of the side, let's draw the angle. The angle we have to draw is 45 degrees, right? So you can either construct the angle from scratch, or you can simply make it easier for you by using a protractor. So in this case, because of time, I'll make use of a protractor. So using a protractor, I'll just do this. Point visible. Now I will draw a 45 degree angle, so I'll just point 45 and then construct. This will be the. So on that second line, I would point the 5 centimeter. So this is the 5 centimeter line. So you can see that, as you can see, we've drawn the 6 centimeter, 5 centimeter line, and the included angle, which is 45 degrees. Now from this line, let's call it C. Then the last step is to join your last point to your first point. In other words, you are joining C to A. That's C to A. That completes the triangle. So that triangle ABC. Then in some cases you might even be asked to measure the length of the third side. So if it is mathematics, they could ask you. So just put your ruler on the line, or you can just take the measurement from the divider. So as you can see, this is 4.4. So this will be 4.4. So this is one type of question they can be given. They can even ask you to measure the angle CAB You can ask to measure the angle BCA. Who knows? Now, the essence of me constructing this angle is we are going to look for the inscribed angle circle. We are going to inscribe, and we are going to circumscribe this triangle. So first of all, let's inscribe this triangle. So whenever you want to inscribe a triangle with a circle specifically, we are going to bisect two of the angles. So let's bisect, or let's say bisect at least two of the angles. So let's bisect these angles. So using the method that I talked about in the previous videos, so this will be the point of intersection. So I'll join the center of the angle to the point of intersection with a faint line. That's for the first angle. Then for the second, I would bisect the angle, so like this, draw an arc, cut, and then cut. So you join this to the point of intersection, which is here. So when you join the center of the angle to the point of intersection here. So now, where these two lines, where the bisector of the first and second angles, where they intersect, you take that as your center of the circle. Then you now make sure you draw a perpendicular line from that center to one of the lines. So, for example, you can draw a perpendicular from the center to the baseline. So let me use my set square and draw that. This will be the baseline. So drawing that to this base, that would be, I would get something like this. So this line. Now that line that I've drawn will be the radius of the circle. That would be inscribe this triangle. So this being the radius, the next step is to inscribe the circle. So now let's draw what we inscribe it. Let's inscribe it. So let's draw the circle. So this is how the circle will look. So we'll just try and make sure that the circle is of uniform thickness, and so on and so forth, and to avoid double lines. So that's all. So that's how to inscribe a circle in a triangle. So next, let's talk about how to circumscribe a triangle by a circle. So this time around, you are bisecting any two lines. So let's bisect this line here and this line here. So open your compass radius to more than half the length of the lines. So just draw a big arc from the top to the bottom of one side. On the second side again, draw a big arc from the top to the bottom. So to intersect that first line at two places. So you join those two places, those initial two places. So these are the two places, right? So we join them together with a faint line, and that would be the bisector of this, the perpendicular bisector of this line BC. Then let's go to line AC. So using the same method, let me draw a line. So it can become very unclear. That's whenever we're drawing different things on one drawing, but I guess you can still manage this. So that would be, so I've bisected it. Now where these two bisectors meet, these are the two bisectors. This is bisector 1. Where it meets bisector 2 will be the center of the circumcircle. The circumcircle. So let's point that, and then you just take it to meet one of the vertex, then you draw a circle through everything. So in other words, that with that circumcenter, you will just draw a line through all the vertex, all the vertices of the triangle. That would be something like this. So making sure that all your lines are even thickness. So the last part of this video, let's talk about how do we inscribe a circle in a triangle. So it's still the same method as your inscribe. So that's when you are inscribing a triangle. So you just bisect any two of the exterior angles. So let's bisect, for example, this angle. Let's bisect this angle first. Now cut here, and I'll draw a line. That intersection, I'll join it. Then that's for this first one. Then for this second exterior angle, I'll bisect it as follows. So cut, then the intersection, cut, the intersection, I'll join it to the center. So I'll just draw it away from the center though, through the intersection. So where it meets the first bisection with the center of the inscribed circle, then from that center you just draw, you construct a line perpendicular to the any of the extensions, and you draw your inscribed triangle. So that would be, let's see, yes, that would be something like this. You get an inscribed triangle. Yeah, so this is how it will look like. So I won't be able to draw the complete triangle, but this is how it will, sorry, I won't be able to draw the complete circle, but this is how it will look like. So it is an inscribed triangle. An inscribed triangle, sorry, is a triangle that will touch the triangle. It's a circle that will touch the triangle at one of its edges. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.